Ready? Hurt! 19 Tiger!
Willis going to look to throw first play. To the sideline, and that is a heck of a catch as he was able to get both feet in. So the completion results there in 9 yards, and they'll have a 2nd and 1 forthcoming. Now a first carry for Derrick Henry. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That good for 22 and a first down.
All right, I got to be careful here. All right, he's on the plus side of 30. There may be a little gray in the beard, but that's not slowing down his speed as far as he's concerned.
What he's saying, I'm on the plus side of 30.
Well, if you're on the plus side of 30, you don't know what I'm on the plus side of. All I know is that run right there let us know there's still some life in those legs.
Absolutely, still got a lot of life left in those legs. Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. The Titans at 1-0 on the year following the win in Week 1. And they've gotten a pretty good deal from the schedule makers as well. Home dates in Weeks 1 and 2.
And I would believe that they would need to take advantage of that, partner, because as you can imagine, the road dates will pile up later this season. So this is a great opportunity for them to put some early distance on the rest of the division and create a little bit of a cushion for them.
Touchdown, Titans! His first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Titans will jump on top of the game's first score here this afternoon.
For a big tight end, he can sure move like a slot receiver when he gets a head of steam going. And as a defensive back, you've got a big decision to make when he's moving like that.
Lux with the extra point. And that makes the score 7-0. There's the Titan kick team as they run up and send this one away. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. They'll run with Taylor to begin the drive. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. You talk about this Titan defense. They are number 2 in the NFL against the run right now, Charles.
We know it's only week 1, but the results look pretty good so far. The key is, can they do it week in and week out? Because right now, they're not awarding any championships or trophies after 1 week of performance. And some nice young faces playing for them. Let's see if they can get this going.
Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Ray. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. That one a first down pickup of 8. We'll see what kind of mindset they have here offensively after giving up the touchdown on the opening drive.
And based on our time with them, prior to this game, I feel like they've got a good mindset going in. In fact, the discussion that we had with the coaching staff was, we may give up some points in this game, so our offense has to be ready each and every time to either equal or try and get us ahead and try and keep us ahead. This is their chance to respond to that first touchdown given up.
After the loss, they'll come up 2nd and 13. Back to throw. Here's Richardson. That's complete to his running back, Taylor. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain.
Well, they'll use him a lot out of the backfield. He had 5 catches a week ago, and he makes another catch here for good yardage.
Now a 3rd and 6. Here's Richardson to throw. He's going to get that to his running back out of the backfield. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. Give him 22 there on the third down conversion.
Well, we know he can run the football too, but he's a good pass catcher. That's been on display here, Charles, on this opening drive.
And we certainly have seen the benefits of what he did in the offseason, which was spend more time with wide receivers, working on routes, working on cuts, in order to make himself a more complete running back and even more of a threat downfield.
The offense knew it. They were already starting to walk back as that one is accepted. Off the option, here's Taylor.
And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. Without the previous penalty, that would have been a first down. Instead, it's just a gain of 10.
This defense for the Titans, terrific last week in the season-opening victory.
Yeah, and what stood out to me on tape, the way they were flying to the football. So that tells me that they've got all their assignments down, and they're playing with extreme confidence.
Line of scrimmage, the 36 on 2nd and 8. Richardson off the play fake.
Over the middle, and it's incomplete.
The coverage keyed in on him since that last completion his way. He earned a little more attention on that route, and that made it a lot tougher to get a clean throw his way.
So third down now. They need the 27-yard line for a first.
Now it's Richardson. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete.
Great coverage there all around. Really didn't have many options to throw the football.
Very little chance that that one was going to be completed. Every receiver was locked up.
And Gay knocks this one through. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3.
So both teams come away with points on their opening drives. Now they still trail. They answered the touchdown with a field goal, but at least able to break that goose egg here early.
And that is what's important, right? Because they didn't let that initial touchdown go unanswered. Took the ball themselves, moved it downfield, and put it through the post for 3 points. Game on.
Tennessee offense about set and ready to go.
Now, early on, you know, Charles, every game could be called a measuring stick game. But I think when it comes within your division like this, it's a measuring stick game with a little extra intrigue.
I would agree with that totally because all division games have a little extra to them. But I like where this game is situated because at this stage of the season, it has that little extra juice. But at the same time, it's not a make or break if this were, let's say, week 15, 16, somewhere in that neighborhood.
So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards.
To throw, here's Willis. He gets this one to Burks.
Just a gain of a couple there. And that'll bring up a 3rd and 11 situation.
Back to throw, Willis. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he will have the Titans first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Someone sharp in this game. I mean, a touchdown pass on the first drive. It comes right back, and he's flinging it around really well here.
Really nice throw there to pick up the first down. You kind of just feel a laser focus and confidence about him, and I think we saw that this week, didn't we? Talking to him and the coaches, they felt good about his performance coming up.
Yeah, I was really impressed with that last practice we saw when they went through 2-minute drill, when they went through all the different situations. Ball hardly hit the ground, and I thought, yeah, he might be locked in for this one.
And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. This running game so important for them, and they know that. It helped lead them to a victory last week when he was over 100 yards.
Let's face it, it's their identity, and that's what they want to play to. They want to be that team that runs the ball really well each and every week And right now, we're seeing a pretty good pattern of that happening.
From the 42 now, here's 2nd and 2.
19-18. Lions.
Now Willis to throw.
He's got it complete. Derrick Henry. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. The Titans efficient passing on this drive. There's another first down. And the offense humming on the first drive. Not much has changed here on drive number 2.
No, and I think a lot of times confidence just really kicks in for a team. They may have been confident going into the game, but once you prove it on a drive, it's hard to get out of that mindset, isn't it? And look, let's face it, we can always lock in on the skill position, guys. Those big fellas up front, they're really making this offense go early in the game.
Ready for the second quarter from Tennessee, and it's the homestanding Titans in possession as they've got it with a 1st and 10.
Willis looks to pass it here.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. And the Colts will take over here just shy of the 30.
Certainly not his best throw that time, and not a good time to make it, Charles, when they were a nickel with 5 defensive backs on the field.
And that's exactly why you have those 5 DBs out there. You want extra speed on the field, guys who have ball skills and understand what the passing game can do, and gives them a chance to react and make a play on the football, and they take one of those away.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive.
Last time out, you remember their drive stalled, but thanks to their kicker, booted a long field goal to at least get him.
There he goes, left side.
Inside the 20.
Touchdown, Indianapolis. A big play there with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Colts have taken the lead. Good throw there, and I don't want to blow it too out of proportion, but he looks a lot more comfortable in his 2nd season.
You can tell he put the work in the offseason, and what I mean by that is understanding the playbook. Not just the plays and how to execute them, but how to do it against a variety of defenses. Also understands his team better, what they can and cannot do. You can see the confidence rising in him as he plays.
Following the touchdown, here's Gay to kick it away.
Phillips now from the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
At their own 24-yard line.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive.
And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive, in particular if they can bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles, after throwing their first interception of the ball game.
Yeah, some guys, you know they're going to want to try and get a big play right away and take control back. Others, they're going to want to look to hit a couple shorter passes and get a little momentum back that way.
But for the defense, that goal's not changing a bit. They want another pick.
You're exactly right about that. In fact, you got to watch them a little bit because in coverage, they may cut down their gaps a little bit, maybe their splits a little bit in order to try and get to the ball even faster.
I know what you're thinking out there. I know a lot of you are thinking, take a shot downfield. It's a great spot for it. I'd say maybe later in the game, definitely in the second half. But right now, I think they were just trying to get some momentum built. Get a first down, pick it up, and keep moving.
Off the play fake, here's Willis. And brought in downfield by Burks.
And he'll go down, but not before getting us inside the 30. Getting it to him in space pays off big time. That winds up going for 31.
Despite writing it down on my notes, I never give enough credit to the offensive line, and we have to here. The protection, that's what made this play a success. Quarterback had to wait for his crossing route to develop, and that takes a little bit of extra time. Excellent job by the big fella.
That's to Burks, and he's got it. Touchdown, Tennessee.
A great effort there. 29 Titans have regained the lead. Well, that connection, it looked like they maybe had some pre-play communication. Maybe one of them noticed an area that was open in the defense to get the pass to.
When you put the time in, sometimes you have that great silent communication that you just noticed right there, because the best quarterback-receiver combos in the NFL, they know how to make those adjustments at the line of scrimmage when they see something pre-play, and they got it done there.
Looks good on the extra point, and the lead is now 14-10. There's the Titan kick team as they run up and send this one away.
Let's take over first down and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Indy offense at the line and set to go.
Well, partner, you know, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3.
Oh, the option to give to Taylor here.
Boy, shifts past him and brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. Indianapolis moving the chains there on a gain of 12.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
This offense hoping to avoid the 0-2 start. They trail, but they've got a 1st and 10 here. Richardson to throw off play action.
This is caught at the 20. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Alec Pierce, his 3rd touchdown now on the year.
And the Colts have taken the lead.
Heck of a start to his season. He had 2 touchdowns in the opener last week, another one here in week 2.
Well, I don't want to call him a touchdown machine this early, but sometimes you get locked in, you know, and you feel good about things. You get into that zone, and those touchdowns come in bunches. He may be off to that kind of a start.
It's like he was shot out of a cannon. I would imagine success this early, great momentum going forward for the rest of the year.
He keeps this up, they'll soon be chanting MVP anytime he touches the ball.
After the touchdown, it's Gay to kick this one away.
Phillips now from the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
First and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
Let's go now.
Tennessee offense about set and ready to go.
Right now, we've got a little bit of an offensive masterpiece going on both sides, moving the football, scoring points. It's almost like somebody put the defense on rookie mode in this one. I mean, we haven't even left the first half, Charles, and we're certainly on pace for a shootout.
An excellent start for both offenses. The fans have to be enjoying this to seeing all these points go up on the board. As a former defender, you know I'm not enjoying this at all. But right now, both these teams just trading haymakers. Let's see if anyone slips up first. Can anyone counter with a nice little jab and get things going in their direction?
A handoff, running left, Henry. And he gets this up just shy of the 30 to the 29 before he's out of bounds.
40 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
But his play sequence was really kind of called in reverse. Incomplete pass on 1st and 10. Nice run on 2nd and 10 when probably everyone was expecting him to throw the football. Now, if you're the defense, what are they going to do on 3rd down? You're a little off balance.
Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete.
That could be the stop this defense needed to get them back on track. They've been pretty well dissected by the offense here in the first half. After that possession, now they know that they can compete with this offense.
He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. And this will be blown dead right around the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And they have to be pleased with the way that they moved the football thus far.
And why wouldn't they be? 2 touchdowns on a field goal in their first 3 possessions. They're playing so well right now, the field goal probably feels like a disappointment. On any explosive run, you can almost feel the ground shaking, and that's from the offensive linemen creating space for their runners. I had an old coach tell me before, they always told his runners, run around the offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking so you don't trip and fall when it happens in a game.
Hawk 70.
Second down, another run with Taylor. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
2nd and inches is oftentimes an invitation for an offense coordinator to take a big shot downfield because he feels like he can come back on 3rd down and pick up the first down. But sometimes you just don't want to break tendency. Stay with what you are, stay with who you know, and go get the first down. That's exactly what they did.
First and 10, Richardson looks to throw it. And the Titan defense steps up here, and down he goes. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. So after the sack, a scenario you certainly don't work on too often. 2nd and 24. They go play action with Richardson. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. Harold Landry dropping it for the 2nd straight play. Might want to think about blocking him here on 3rd down.
Okay, let's go back a little bit and see if my schooling comes to the front. What's that old saying? Those who forget the lessons of history are doomed to repeat them. That's the same guy who's gotten back-to-back sacks. I think a double team may be in order.
Trying to lay one up deep. He's got a man, complete. Touchdown, Colts. A great play there. With 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game, as his guys are able to extend their lead.
Well, Charles, he's still a young signal caller in this league, 2nd year in the NFL. But I don't know if last year as a rookie, if he would have worked through his progressions like he did on that touchdown pass.
I think you're right about that. We're seeing him grow up right in front of our eyes because when he went to his primary read, he recognized that they were all over that, so he continued to survey the field, picked up another target, delivered a pass exactly where it needed to be. A very mature play for the 2nd-year quarterback.
Following the touchdown, here's Gay to kick it away. Phillips now from the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Ready, set.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive.
Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive. And they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least 1 practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on 2nd down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18.
18 Rattler. Ready.
They go play action with Willis.
He's going to wind up and air it out. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
Trying to get something positive to happen here before the break, and they sure need it. They went for the big one, but it winds up incomplete.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Check smash, Dragon 60. Go, Reed, go. Ready.
Here's Willis.
That is caught. Down the left sideline. Traylon Burks. And it's a Titans touchdown. Traylon Burks with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Titans get a late score here in the final minute of the first half. These two teams in this first half, it's been fun. Back and forth, back and forth. Well, it's not fun for the defensive coordinators, but offensive coordinators are enjoying it.
Yeah, they're having streaks here, aren't they? Being able to put scores together and really bunch them up, and we have a tight game here. You know, we often talk about having the right shoes for the right turf. Today it's track shoes, and that's what we've seen with these offenses.
Yeah, it's been an absolute track meet so far, and fun to watch. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And trouble there on the kickoff as that goes out of bounds.
So now the possession will begin at the 35 after the errant kickoff.
Well, that's certainly one way to avoid a dangerous kick returner, I suppose, but you are giving up extra yardage, that's for sure, because if you put it out of the end zone, they start at the 25, so at a minimum, you're giving up 10 yards to the offense.
Good starting field position for the Colts as they have it 1st and 10 at the 40.
Off play action. Richardson. A throw on the run, but that's going to be incomplete.
They certainly thought he had an open look beyond the first down marker to his receiver, but they just couldn't connect, and now we'll send them back to the drawing board.
They'll bring a receiver in motion right.
Quick throw completed by Richardson.
And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Now Richardson back to throw it. And this will be swung out wide for Taylor.
And he is out of bounds inside the 30. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards. And it's 2nd down.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
Richardson looking to throw this.
Oh, a first mistake for him in the ball game as it's intercepted. Picked off by Sean Murphy-Bunting. And the Titans are going to take over here on the INT at their own 5-yard line. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
And they'll get him down up past the 15. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout.
Ready? Panther Street! Panther Street!
They keep it with Henry on 1st down. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break.
21.
Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. It's been a shootout so far. We'll see which defense can make the adjustments as we get back underway in the second half.
This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line.
Let's go now.
The Indy offense at the line and set to go.
As this offense takes the field to begin the opening drive of the second half, Charles, remember that first half, good through the air and really all around an outstanding offensive performance.
Absolutely. They reached the end zone several times. The passing game working awfully well, and most importantly, partner,
yeah, they went to the tunnel with a lead. They come back out with that lead.
absolutely. NFL coaches, we know they're perfectionists in a lot of ways, but they had to like what they saw in that first half.
Back to Taylor on first down. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's second down.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
Second down and 6 now. Play action. Now Richardson. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on third down.
And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep 2 eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting 2 hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit, even for those big time.
All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Rashaan Evans. And they're going to be set up in the red zone right around the 17-yard line. That is a tough way to start the third quarter. You get the football, hoping to drive it down, put it in the end zone, and take the lead. Instead, they give them the football.
And I think the key here is for them to not get discouraged. That is not how they drew it up, not how they saw it in their minds. But there's a long way to go in this game. You know, they've just got to find a way to come back one play at a time. Yes, it's a cliche, but they can get it done.
Escaping the pressure right.
That one tipped, and it's incomplete. But good hands there defensively at second down.
And to put it mildly, this is a tough spot defensively. They have to come right back out and defend their red zone. But how about that good first step towards forcing them to settle for at least 3 points? I think they're also thinking bigger right now. Imagine being able to stop them totally and change the momentum.
4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a third down.
That second down play call was not to pick up the first down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable third down because they had incompletion on first down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
Third down, it's Willis.
And he's going to go down. Sacked right around the 17. Credit the sack to the Oregon Duck, DeForest Buckner.
He found his way into the backfield, and he simply would not be denied.
Well, they say that life's all about opportunities, and that holds true when you're playing defense as well. How about him seeing that chance, making the most of it, did a great job of wrapping him up and bringing him down. Well, listen, we know that kickers are not infallible. Every one of us knows that, but still, down by 3 in the third quarter, this is definitely a makeable distance. But he doesn't hit it quite right, and it remains a 3-point game.
A carry by Taylor to start the drive.
Gets past one man, and they're able to get this one across the 35.
73 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
Most of their damage has been done through the air. I mean, they've rung the bell 3 times with passing touchdowns, but guess what? Ground game has not been neglected. Nice little burst right there.
And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. So the completion gets him just a yard. That is second down.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
Only a yard there on the keeper, and that's going to leave him with a third down.
But now they're in a spot that every team tells us when we have our production meetings they don't want to be in, third and long. That's because those back-to-back running plays just didn't accomplish a whole lot.
On third down, here's Richardson.
And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
One first down here, and that's all, folks. Good work by this defense to hold things in check and force a punting situation.
The Colts send out their punter as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. They punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. And they won't get a chance to bring this one back. It goes out of bounds back near their own 20. Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. And the points, they have come fast and furious in this quarter.
You really don't want to be on the defensive side of the ball right now, do you? because you're either thinking, my replacement may get an opportunity.
Your head better be on a swivel.
Totally. Or maybe I just need to get out of the game for a while because I just can't slow these guys down. They've got to figure out a way to disrupt these offenses. And typically, one guy makes a big play, and that can help change things.
They'll be looking for disruption on both sides right now. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down. That's some good tackling there to keep him short of that yellow line.
Yeah, defensively, all I'm thinking is that on that play, get me to 3rd down. Get me into a position where I can make one more play and get my defense off the field.
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down.
Go, Champ. Go.
They'll try to run for the first with Henry. And they needed 2. They could only get 1. 4th down.
What an advantage having an elite guy in the middle of the defensive line, because not only does he take up the space and let the linebackers run free, but he can also make plays himself, as we just saw there.
His first punt, 45 yards. This looks good as well. Fair catch signaled for and taken at about the 15-yard line. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Colts are going to take over, albeit deep in their own territory. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. The crowd may be losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away, whether it's through the air or on the ground. Now it'll be interesting to see where the patience is on both sides. Each head coach, can you hang in there and not try and force something that could put your team in some jeopardy?
From the 22 now, here's 2nd and 3. Quick throw there is incomplete.
Speed is the name of the game when it comes to RPOs, and sometimes you can be a little too quick, thus inaccurate, incomplete.
So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3.
They'll try and run for the first with Taylor.
And he's able to get up here to the 26. 3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving.
Someone's been having a good game so far, and you know something? A lot has been power running. They decided to turn him loose again on 3rd down, didn't they?
They did indeed. He delivered the tough yards. Under a minute to go in this 3rd quarter as they come up 1st and 10.
Richardson completes a quick one out wide.
There he goes, right side.
And he will finally be escorted out of bounds down inside the 35.
A huge play there on the screen pass. 44 yards.
We spent a lot of time talking about what's going on the field. How about off the field with the evaluation? And they spent a lot of time saying, we've got to get a rookie in here who has big playability. And that's exactly what we're seeing here early in his career.
Drafted him in the spring. Here he is early in the fall making an impact. Touchdown! A great effort there. 31 yards.
And the Colts will add on to their lead here in the final minute of the 3rd.
And this is obviously quite a performance. And most of the time when we talk about someone putting a team on their back, I think we're talking about a guy who runs the football. In this case, it's a guy out wide catching it, and he's done exactly that, truly leading his team right now towards victory.
3 touchdown catches. He's been the headliner. Extra point by Gay is up and good, and his guys will take a 10-point lead. After the touchdown, it's Gay to kick this one away.
Phillips now from the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive.
Charles, a very uninspired effort the last time we saw them out there. It was a quick 3 and out, then they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going.
On first down, Willis. And this is incomplete.
Well, that's a defense coordinator's got to be happy with that result. They took away all options downfield and forced the incompletion.
2nd and 10 coming up here in Nashville. Third quarter action.
Running from the gun with Henry. Stopped at the 24-yard line after a gain of 5. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 3rd and 5.
On the ball, on the ball.
So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And this offense on 3rd down today, 2 for 5 to this point. This will be 3rd and 5.
Here's Willis now off the play fake. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he will have a Titans first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
All right, this is the time of the game where they're down a couple of scores, and they've really got to get some yards in chunks. And they know the defense doesn't want to give those up, but they've got to find a way to take them anyway.
Now the question is, can they string a few of those together?
60.
To the air on first down. Here's Willis. And the timing a bit off that time as that one falls to the ground.
And they're at the point of the ball game now where they've got to take some chances. They've got to put the ball in the air and just see what happens. But this defense knows that all too well.
Come on.
Now it's 2nd and 10.
Hey, smash Bronco.
Here's Willis. He's going to look downfield for Henry. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. And the Colts are going to have great field position here as this is returned just shy of midfield. But with the points that we've seen scored, neither defense has been at their best, but these guys, they've been a little bit better, Charles, and a nice interception there.
Yeah, you're right about that, Brandon. Let's face it. It's not always how you start, it's how you finish, right? So maybe you have a rough game all the way along, but if you make a big play like that at the right time, it can make everything turn out just okay.
The Indy offense at the line and set to go. They have to like the position that they are in. 4th quarter, 2-score lead, and now the ball back after the INT. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Richardson looking to throw.
Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Ray. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. His big day receiving just keeps getting bigger. He's over 200 yards now on the afternoon.
Let's go now.
Things looking much rosier for him here in week 2. They work with the lead as they've got it 1st and 10. A give for Taylor running right side.
Takes this to the 32, maybe the 31, and then the defense rallying quickly after that broken tackle.
82 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. If you can keep getting gains like that, Charles, with the lead here in the 4th quarter, I mean, keep running it, right?
No doubt about it, but what the offense coordinator has to do is understand they're going to continue to stack the line of scrimmage. What runs do you have in your arsenal that'll work against a stacked box and continue to move the ball? Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces, and I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
He'll get this one to Pittman.
They only get 2 there, but on 3rd and 1, that's all they needed to keep the drive alive.
I don't care how many times we see it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. First down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
He was brought down by Sean Murphy-Bunting. I'm sure that that's going to be the formula. Just keep the ball on the ground. Keep that clock moving.
And when you have the lead this late in the game, above all, stay in bounds. Yes, take care of the football. Yes, gain yardage, but stay in bounds and let that clock tick.
Under 4 to go now as the clock runs and they come up on 2nd down.
Off the option, here's Taylor.
And he takes this one in for a Colts touchdown.
Jonathan Taylor, his first rushing touchdown on the year. And the Colts are an extra point away from making this a 3-score game. An important score there, CD, and now an important extra point because it would make it a 3-score game.
Love the math there, and at this point in the 4th quarter, look, we all need next-gen stats, right? We all use them, but we don't need them here, do we? Because that means it's almost a certain victory.
Following the touchdown, here's Gay to kick it away.
Phillips, he's not going to bring this one out, so they will begin the drive at the 25.
Shut up!
Tennessee offense about set and ready to go.
Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just have not been able to keep pace with the other offense they're going against here.
Yeah, that's a good way of pointing things out because now it's not a total loss because, as you said, they've scored some points, so there's some plays they can build on, moments where the game plan actually worked. But overall, though, they were just out-personnel. They were going up against a team that's playing at an elite level.
1st and 10, Willis. And he almost had his 2nd pick of the game. Probably should have. And he's frustrated as it falls incomplete.
This has obviously been a bad loss, but one of the few things they can still do is try and throw the ball all the way to the end zone and get some points on the board so they're not shut out over the final 2 quarters of this game.
Willis out of the gun.
And his throw here is incomplete.
That incompletion brings us one step closer to the end of this one. Maybe mercifully, partner. And let's face it, though, no surprise, they're still flinging it around. They have pride, too.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. A shotgun handoff to Henry. And he's going to be stopped here at the 43, and that is not near enough to pick up the first. Call it a gain of 3, and it'll bring up 4th down.
Well, the guys who are paid to make the tackles deserve some kudos there, but I think they deserve even bigger ones because in that situation, they had to be thinking pass. Loosened up defense, going to pass coverage. Instead, maybe they surprised them a little bit running the ball, yet they rallied to it and stopped them well short of a first down.
Ready, ready.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. The slot man in motion right.
Ready.
Willis, 4th down, has to have it. Pass to the sideline and pulled in. Now he's into the clear again.
And it's a Titans touchdown.
Traylon Burks,
57 yards.
and the Titans have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th.
When you're trailing in the 4th quarter, you got to take some chances you might not normally take, and here, that one pays off big time.
And you have to think to yourself, Not only did that pay off big time for them, but what was going on the opposite side of the ball? They know that they have to take a chance here. They know they have to come up with something big, yet it still happens. So credit the execution, but wonder what the defense was doing.
2 scores down, 2 timeouts at their disposal. This is a critical onside kick. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. 2 scores down, 2 timeouts at their disposal. This is a critical onside kick. And this is going to be taken in by the Colts. Fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
Decent start defensively to this series. They've got to stop them here and get this ball back.
I like the way you phrase that, partner. Decent start, but now it's got to be more about the ball. It's all about the ball, getting it away from them, because making good tackles is one thing, but the clock will run out on you. You've got to have the football back for your offense.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete.
Well, you most certainly don't want to go 3 and out here and get the football right back, because your friend, Old Momentum, he's wondering if he should change sidelines about right now. And if you don't convert here, guess what? He's going to make the trek to the opposite side, and all of a sudden, you've got a battle on your hands.
Open man, that's Noah Fant, the tight end. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. Well, that's one way to convert on third down, picking up 26 yards. Big hook up there, forced to throw it on third down. The connection's going to keep the drive alive and also keep the clock moving.
Yeah, and from a defensive perspective, didn't get a sack, didn't knock the ball free, didn't break up the pass. The clock keeps running on you. You're in a dire situation now.
5 points of contact necessary at this stage as they'll run on first down. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. 125 yards for him on the ground now on 18 carries.
Brendan, every great running backs coach I've talked with has always talked about when you have great vision, you're not consciously thinking about your cuts and your moves. You're just doing them. And I think that's what we're seeing tonight. He's about to run them into submission, hasn't he?
You took the words right out of my mouth. I was just going to use that phrase. He has run them into submission.
Wave the white flag.
Oh, they're going to run a little pop pass here. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. Now Tennessee going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. Taylor is into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis.
Things are rocking easy here in the fourth quarter. They've got to feel pretty good about this one. Actually, they've got to feel excellent. Tough loss in the opener. No way they wanted to go 0-2.
I don't want to read too much into it, but psychologically, is there something much bigger about 0-2 than 0-1?
Oh, without a doubt. And here's the biggest one. Guys like you and me, all the media, are going to talk about, well, you know how hard it is to make the playoffs when you start 0-2. And that starts to work its way through a team.
And now they're working towards 1-1. After the touchdown, it's Gay to kick this one away. Phillips now from the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
The Titans take over first and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. Well, probably not much that they can do at this point, CD. Down 3 scores late in the fourth quarter. This is going to be a little too much to overcome, you would think.
Yeah, they'll go down swinging, but in the end, I think we saw the writing on the wall a while back, because One team was clearly better than the other in this one. And while it didn't quite reach blowout status, I think we knew who was going to win this one well before we got to this stage.
Now Willis on 1st and 10. He finds his man, complete. That's Phillips. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. Work to do here to avoid falling to 1-1, but this is 1st and 10 right now. To throw, here's Willis. A shot downfield for Burks. And that is going to officially draw the curtain on this one as the last throw intercepted. Charles, a lot of happy faces heading into the tunnel as this one ends, and understandably so. Not only did they get the win, but boy, their offense was on fire in this ball game.
And partner, I have no idea what the top speed is on one of those high-end sports cars. What's the top gear you can get into? This offense, they certainly were there in this one, huh? Everything clicking for them in this contest. The kind of